the RBI has decided to keep the repo rate unchanged for 11th time. Now, what does this exactly mean and how does it affect a common citizen? We have Pallavi Nahata with us who will help us break down the entire news. Pallavi, can you please tell us how RBI's decision to keep the repo rate unchanged going to affect us and why should we really care about it? And most importantly, what exactly is repo rate?
Now, in simple terms, the repo rate is the benchmark lending rate, okay, at which commercial banks can borrow money from the central bank. In today's meet, we did not see any change in the benchmark lending rate. It continues to remain at 6.5%. What we did see is a change in the CRR or the cash reserve ratio. That is basically the percentage of total deposits that a bank must keep with the RBI to maintain financial stability or financial security. Now, what the cut in CRR means that banks will have a little more liquidity. They will be able to lend a little more money, which means that we could see credit growth growing a tad faster than we have seen in recent months. We did see credit growth slowing down. What today's moves can also mean is that deposits will now earn a little bit lesser, especially on the short term. But also, since we're looking at the base being set for a possible rate cut in February, that would also mean that deposits will earn lower returns over the course of the next few quarters.
Pallavi, we are also hearing terms like high inflation and slowing growth. So, can you give us a little more details on these terms and tell us, like, are these two terms interrelated?
Well, we're currently in a position where we're seeing growth slowing down. It has come down to a 7-quarter low in Q2 at 5.4%, and this is at a time when inflation was particularly high. The last inflation print was at about 6.2%. This is clearly not a positive for Indians like you and me, right? Because because of higher inflation, we're seeing an erosion in our purchasing power, and at the same time, the economy is growing slower, which could result in a whole lot of implications for us. For instance, lower per capita growth. But what's something that we can take respite in is the fact that we do expect some improvement on GDP growth going forward in the second half of the financial year, and we're also likely to see inflation also easing, maybe not so much in the next few months, but more so in the coming quarters.
Pallavi, were there any other decisions that will affect us in any direct and indirect way according to you?
There's a whole host of other decisions that the RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has announced. Let's take a very brief look at some of them. For instance, there have been measures to expand the reach of FX Retail platform through linkages with Bharat Connect. Now, FX Retail is, so that people like you and me get better returns when we want to, possibly take a trip abroad and, exchange currency at better rates. Now, that's one thing. We've also seen the RBI take steps in terms of increasing the limit for collateral-free agricultural loans from 1.6 lakhs to 2 lakhs per borrower. Also, thirdly, to prevent and mitigate digital frauds, an innovative AI ML based model, Mule Hunter, has been developed. This is also likely to be a step towards dealing with the issue of mule bank accounts, and that's also a positive for consumers.
Thank you so much, Pallavi, for sharing all these details, and thank you so much for watching the video.